Michael Luevano, thank you very much. Tournament Director of the Tournament of the Year. Now, 2009 was the first year of the Shanghai Rolex Masters, and this became the first tournament in history to win Tournament of the Year as a Masters 1000 in its first year. Did it again in 2010. What did those sort of titles mean to you?
Well, thank you for such a nice introduction. Actually, it's hard not to smile when you ask it that way. I think the title of Tournament of the Year, I think in this part of the world, especially here in Shanghai, where part of the main reason that these international events, such as Formula One and Shanghai Rolex Masters, are staged, are prestige for the city. And so those type of titles and recognition that come as voted by the players, mean a tremendous amount to the organization, to the organizing committee, to the Shanghai municipal government, and I think to our sponsors as well. The recognition of excellence in such a tough field with the greatest cities in the world and the greatest events in the world, and to be on top 2 years in a row is incredible. It's a great feeling.
What makes this the Tournament of the Year?
I think our culture for service actually is what makes it the Tournament of the Year. We have an agenda that is every player is treated as they were Roger Federer or Rafael Nadal. I think we just don't say that. We actually go to great lengths to try to really live that as a staff. We instill it in our frontline sponsors such as the Hilton, for example, who provide our excellent, legendary, if you will, some of the guys tell me, food service in the players' restaurant, our transportation staff, really our frontline people who have a passion for not only tennis but really delivering first-class service.
Do you find this role as tournament director as a job or a labor of love?
It's a labor of love, no question. I think most of the Masters tournament directors, the 9 of us, all have some interesting story to tell.
It's almost like an elite club, isn't it?
It's an elite club, I think, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. I'm one of the younger ones, I think, actually. But, we all have a story to tell, whether it be mine as, a frustrated ex-teaching pro to be able to work at this level. Yeah, it's a real thrill, and to me, I look forward to this 1 week out of the year, all year round.
Well, where we're speaking now is this amazing stadium, the Qizhong Stadium, which was built for the Tennis Masters Cup all those years ago, and it is such a unique facility, isn't it?
I think that is one thing I should say about the other Masters tournament. They probably are a little envious here, and I've been to all their tournaments, and this, I think even they would agree, is probably one of the most unique tennis venues in the world. Not only the roof, but the infrastructure behind it, the back of the house, and the hardware that we have here is second to none. And then in combination of being the fact that we're in the People's Republic of China, and it even adds to the kind of the luster.
When you started with the tournament, did you think it could get to the status that it has reached?
Going back to 2002, when we did our first Masters Cup, and we did it in an expo hall and built the stadium in 2 weeks, 14 days, I would have never, in my wildest dreams, imagined that, that 8 years later we would have a Masters event in a state-of-the-art facility, and that it just keeps growing and growing. So, but now, of course, the byproduct of that is trying to raise the bar every year, which is always the challenge. And but we're up to the task. So. In a way, I mean, we have a great future. We're the youngest of all the Masters, but we're the most hungry.
Well, it leads into my final question, raising the bar. What can we look forward to in 2011 with the Shanghai Rolex Masters?
Well, I think you mean the 2012 Rolex Masters?
Well, we're on the eve of the 11.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Geez, I forget where I am. Okay, well, I would
looking
say,
that far
yeah, I'm looking.
ahead, you
See,
see?
you led me into it. But the 2011, I think we have really tried to improve our spectator experience, which is core of our agenda for building the sport and building loyalty in spectators and in fans. You know, we have to remember that tennis itself is relatively new in China. I mean, the highest levels, that is. So our job and our goal for 2011 is really to improve on that spectator experience. We have 8 of the best bands playing in Shanghai. You know, let's face it, no one's going to watch tennis for, well, some will, but, you know, some people need a diversion. We have great music. We have all sorts of interactive activities for the spectators. And of course, we have the best players in the world.
On that note, Michael Luevano, thank you very much.
Thanks.